Good morning, Alyse Makarewicz. I am in Houston, Texas, and I have an architectural firm. And I was introduced to the Inner Circle 13 years ago. It's hard to believe. And at that time, I was about $1 million business. I had 8 employees, and I had a business partner. I had trouble. There many times had trouble making payroll, and just struggled in general. And I knew that things needed to be different. And I always thought like going back and getting an MBA or something like that was going to magically fix everything. But that's not what fixes things. What fixes things in your business is you making the decision that you need to learn, look at how things would work for you. You could do things differently, and getting the people around you to expose you to things you never knew existed. So being in the Inner Circle, Howard does a really great job of curating or facilitating a learning experience. And the tools that the Inner Circle has, like when I first started, we had access to the website just like y'all do, with all these fantastic things, all these KPIs, job descriptions, employee handbooks, just a whole ton of resources to help kick you off and get it going fast for you to get those things in place that you didn't have. I looked at it in the beginning. What did I need to do to focus on in all of these 5 areas of the business? And I chose leadership because, one, I thought that'd be fun. And two, whether I knew it or not, I really, really, really needed the leadership journey. I was one who made employees cry because I'm a D. And I would ask them to come to my office so I could talk to them. And it would be about just like a project or something kind of fun. And they would be crying by the time they got to my office because they thought that, I don't know, they were going to get fired or there was something wrong. So I just didn't do a good job of leading my team members at that time. So diving in and learning all the things in the Inner Circle about leadership helped grow me as a leader and be able to see things in a different way. And Howard had tons of things, and so does the community, that help you. And then I did things like I dove into finances next. And Rick Jones, being my coach, always helped me with the idea of when I dove in, I did 3 books and took a class. And got a whole bunch of information to be able to learn, and then pick the little gems out of those resources that I was studying and implemented. And I would focus on implementing in that area. So that's how I came across Profit First. It was one of those 3 books that I looked into and then implemented that back in like 2016. And I have never struggled with making payroll since I implemented Profit First, even through the pandemic, some of the recessions in the industry, and it's helped me to completely change the way I run my business. Architects like security in their position, and our industry tends to hire people up when there's lots of projects and then lay people off. And so I have employees that have been with me for 18 years, 4 of them out of my 12, which is like unheard of. I also, with implementing Profit First, I gave out $250,000 last year in bonuses to my 12 employees. This year we're on target. This quarter they're gonna get, divide up we're at $82,000 for this quarter using Profit First. So that has been a huge benefit. But all the marketing strategies, I always kept an open mind. How can I do this in my business instead of, in my industry, I can't deliver donuts to a referral source. So, what could I do if I can't deliver donuts because they're high-end power brokers that make, hundreds of thousands of dollars a year? So I designed custom cookies in a tray that are the high-rise buildings in Houston, Texas, to deliver to the brokerage houses. So we've been doing it now for, I think, 9 years. And we're known for those cookies when they see them. So we've implemented the strategies that the Inner Circle provides in a way that works for our business and industry. So I encourage you to keep an open mind, find an area to dig into that you really want to work on and improve your business. Dig in until you get it. You're never going to be finished, but you can get it established. So it is running. I call it a layer cake. Get a layer in. Get it going so it's all nice and gooey and warm, and then you can pivot and work on another thing and put another layer on your business. And after a while, you've got this huge layer cake that's working, and you can just go back and start to tweak the little layers over time. But if you only focus on one layer till it's perfect, that's all you're going to have is that one layer. So I encourage you to dig into the community, learn from others, get on the calls and on the Tuesday morning calls in your pods, and just keep going. Because if you're not reminded all the time to stay focused and on target and ask the questions, you drift. And then you're like, okay, then what happened? And I'm not focused anymore, and I'm back in my business. And so how can I get back to making things good? And my business runs without me. They're just fine without me. So I hope everybody has a phenomenal day.